The first of two on this Monday night, the Saints and Panthers underway from Charlotte. Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Carolina. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Carr going to throw right away. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. To throw, it's Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Under pressure, and down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Drill 52, Black Ultra. Ready.
Young. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now you look at the Saints defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Blue striker. Fly blue. Set hunt.
Following the interception, Young escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. This one swung out to Williams. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
That's up.
A 1,000-yard rusher for the first time last year. This is Jamal Williams. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On first down, Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Hey, 7:34. What's up?
On play action, it's Carr. And that's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Easy. Kill. 29. 29. What's up?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 21-0 our score after 1. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Monday, down. 93. 93. Get down. Get down. You're mine.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On 2nd down, Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. Touchdown, Saints. Jamal Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz good on the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Bird to return from his end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
On 2nd down, Young. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Young's throw taken in by Chark. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
Striker, 3-3. Ready?
Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay early on. It's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Now Young. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Panthers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Ready.
It's Young off play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Come on, set.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Fight, 97. Edo blue. Fight, white. Ready?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down. Throwing now is Carr. Got an open man. It's Olave. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave. 73 yards. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Lutz with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Bird to return from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's got room. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go play action. Young. He's got Mingo. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's Young. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On 2nd down, Young again. And that is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Young on 3rd down. The open man is sharp. It's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Young to throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Young off the play fake. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Fight 60. Smash. Red. Pause red. Ready? Go.
Here is Young. Eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Offensively, pretty good execution. Long drive, chews up the remainder of the first half clock, and they finish it off with 3 points.
And what's the best byproduct of the whole thing besides the fact that they got points on the board? They didn't leave the other team any time to mount a drive themselves.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Panthers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
93.
Here's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half. They're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Now it's Bird on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field-turf surface.
No.
Touchdown! Marquise Goodwin from 21 yards away. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Bird to return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Young to throw it. He'll find Thielen working the middle. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Okay, right. Black shot. Set.
On play action. Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Ready. Ready.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young. Open man as Thielen is complete. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Flushed out right. Short throw underneath to Hurst.
Hurst makes a catch, a welcome sight to the Panthers. They believe there's still growth in the 6-year tight end. Over 50 catches last season, hoping he is the field-moving tight end Carolina hasn't had since Greg Olson's prime.
Let's go.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Red, cycle. Ready.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. Escaping the pressure right. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a 2nd down throw for Young. Flush to his right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, he's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
They'll run with Sanders, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Goodwin. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey,
And now Carr changing the formation.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Carr going to throw. Olave over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's the knowledge he gained from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. On play action, it's Carr. Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Carr to throw again. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
This one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. This one swung out to Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Carr to throw on second down. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Throwing on first down, it's Carr. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Room to maneuver at the 35. And down to the 28-yard line. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Shotgun now for Carr. Olave holds it in. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Kill. 29. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Going up top. That's caught at the 25.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter.